My name's Kurt Dabb. I live here in Tucson, Arizona. I've been here since April 1st of '99. I rolled into town from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan into Tucson, and it was snowing. I was ready to turn around. Retired Pima County Sheriff's deputy here in Tucson. Spent 7 years in homicide, and also a combat veteran and a Army and Army Reserve National Guard veteran. I did 15 years total. Everybody deals with trauma from, since birth, from the beginning, our first day here. And then you grow up and, you get a job as a cop or, in the military, and then you incur more traumas. If you don't deal with those traumas, a couple of things are going to happen. They're all going to ultimately end up in your death or demise in some form or fashion, whether it be physically, mentally, or spiritually. Yeah, suicide is a big thing for cops and firefighters and first responders, military. It's something that we keep inside to ourselves. There's a lot of traumatic experiences, whether it's vicariously or actually physical. If those things don't get dealt with, turn to drugs, we turn to alcohol, sex addiction, gambling, and then suicide. It only takes a split second to make a life-altering decision. Most of the times when it comes to suicide, the individual is not of sound mind. They're already under an immense amount of stress, and if you're talking drugs and alcohol on board, that just ups it 100-fold. Felt amazing because people started coming up to me and letting me know that, hey, I'm not the only one, or you're not the only one feeling that way. The impact overall has been transformative, but imagine going home every day for 20 years as a cop and hiding all those emotions inside and all those traumas and tragedies that you observe, and then one day not having that job anymore, not having that camaraderie and that brotherhood anymore. And the only camaraderie and brotherhood that you have is your family. And they are the ones that you have to vomit these demons, this darkness that, is inside. It wasn't easy for me to be vulnerable. And it wasn't easy for them to see how much pain that I was in for so long, and then having to witness my recovery while still leading their lives. My wife and I have been married for 23 years, but one thing that I learned, it wasn't too late, but it was later on in my marriage, was that, it's a 50-50 street, and it wasn't until, I realized that and was man enough to accept the truth and be humble enough to admit that I'm weak and that I can't do it by myself. So the fellowship here that I got involved with at New Life has been transformative for me. Once I became a part of that group, and I found my brotherhood all over again. I found that camaraderie that I was missing. If I missed a week, which was rare, it's like, everything all right? You good? I'm still looking for purpose, but I found my people. Yeah, man, don't be scared. You've tried all that you have tried by yourself. There are people out there, and God is out there, and we're all willing to help. And all you have to do is make a phone call or shoot a text message. I re-enlisted with God recently. I've been without God in my life, what I thought, for a long time. It wasn't until I met the people that I met that I understood that He'd been with me all along. If not you, take that step forward and be a bridge for somebody, then who? I'm not lying. I feel amazing with God in my life, and I feel amazing that I had somebody, a total stranger, mention something about seeking help, and here I am today. And if I wasn't, or if I hadn't got that help, I might not be here sharing my story. Yeah, you're welcome.